Hi everyone and welcome to the second episode of No Forma Builds. We are looking at starter Warframe number 2, which is Mag. Mag I do love very much indeed. So yeah, not really for too high level content, I guess, although she is very useful with her armor stripping. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a fun frame to play, and I'm currently working on putting on some Forma onto Mag Prime. But that's a topic for another day, right? We are talking about Mag without a Forma, and I have two builds to show you. I guess this one is a little bit more expensive than the other one. It depends though, it depends, but let's quickly talk through this, right? So we have Energy Siphon as our aura because we can strip armor by ourselves, so I really like to have that on. We are running Stretch, Augur Reach, and Cunning Drift for a pretty nice range boost without using Overextended, because Overextended would actually put us to -60 strength, which we do not want. Speaking of strength, we are using Intensify as well as Power Drift to get a nice damage going there. To round it all off, we use Continuity. I do use Primed Continuity, but for the sake of being a starter-ish build, this is something that you can aim for. And we are running Redirection on here instead of Vitality because we can restore our shields pretty easily by just pressing our 3. So yeah, that's the reason. And also I couldn't fit Vitality on here. What we can fit though is Natural Talent, which is awesome. Improving our casting speed with 50% is very, very useful. Let's quickly talk about the abilities. The one we will not use that much, but you can ragdoll enemies, which is useful in rooms where there are a lot of enemies, right? You can just ragdoll them and start clearing them out. That's actually very, very useful for these scenarios. The 2, Magnetize, creates a magnetic field around the target, which is awesome. It will pull enemies next to the enemy that you cast this on into the bubble, and I will just call it bubble for that. So the field reacts to bullets and shards created from Polarize, which brings us to her 3, her Polarize. This is awesome. This will strip enemy armor and also restore shields of allies. And they don't have to stand next to you. It just, as soon as the pulse that goes out touches them, their shields will be restored. Which is awesome, right? As well as your own shield, of course. It's not stated here, but it is true, and we can easily test that if we want to. So, her 4th is Crush. Actually pretty good ability, damage-wise, radius-wise, and what's also important, I guess there is an augment that is very good, to say the least, but I do not possess the augment. Also important, you want to use a weapon with high punch through, so I will demonstrate this with the Lanka, which is a sniper rifle. So yeah, let's spawn some level 30 enemies, because that's like Hydron level, Setna Hydron, right? Whoops, don't fall down though. Yeah, so what you want to do, really? No! Is cast your 3. As you can see, this guy already out of armor completely. Then cast your 2. That takes in the shards, right? And just fire in the bubble. All enemies in the bubble are actually dead. You can shoot to the left of it, to the right of it, anywhere into the bubble. And because it is a punch-through weapon, the shot will travel through and around, and it will pick up the shards as well. As you can see, we have some shards over here. But yeah, to better demonstrate the mechanic behind this, let's pause the AI for a bit. It's just easier to show how it really works with that on. Procedure is the same. I like to cast my 3 first, put my 2 onto there. These guys are taking damage from the shards. You can fire a shot in there, and it's bye-bye, right? So, yeah, the thing is, you can't shoot through this bubble. Everything that goes in here will stay in there, right? So you can't hit enemies behind the bubble, which is something to keep in mind if you play with a group, so you do not just wreck everybody, I guess. So yeah, let's quickly talk about the second build, which is the build that I am currently working on. I do like it a little bit better. Don't know what it is though, but yeah. We are keeping Energy Siphon as the aura. We also keep Natural Talent, Continuity in here, as well as Power Drift and Intensify, right? We added a Flow, because it fits, I guess. Didn't want to put something else in here. And then we had a Constitution for more duration as well. And, most importantly, Narrow-Minded, which will increase our duration significantly, but will reduce our ability range. And you might be thinking, why would you do that? The thing is, you will see in just a bit. But when I like to run with groups, what I will do is basically constantly cast my 3, right? So we get some armor reduction and some damage in. And when there is a high level target, like one of these bombards over here, I would go up, put them into the bubble, instantly kill them, and would kill the rest of the guys with my secondary or my melee or something like that. The bubble stays up very, very long, so chances are somebody will walk in here. And yeah, it's just very strong against single target enemies, right? And you might ask yourself, yeah, but is that actually valuable on, let's say, Hydron Setna? Oh, the bubble is still up, right? So we would cast this. To mix it up, we would cast our 4 for crowd control, recast the bubble. There we go. The most dangerous enemy is gone, and the fodder enemies don't even have armor anymore. So, yeah. Now you might think, but hey, you're not using Vitality or Redirection on here, and you are right. That was the drawback, I guess. But what I could do is get rid of Constitution. There we go. We have Vitality, or Redirection would make more sense because we would be spamming that, right? So 800 shields. Yeah. Let's bump this up to 50 just to demonstrate what this build actually can do. So, high value targets, low level targets. Not low level, but they are not too important for us. You take bombards out with one simple sniper shot, and the fodder enemies, again, are completely out of ammo, and you can deal with them however you would like. So yeah, hello. That is Mag, in a nutshell, I guess. Of course, the augments are very important and can help you out a lot in putting together a decent build for Mag. But yeah, I don't know. That's just 2 ways that I like to play Mag, or I guess where I started and where I ended up with her. So yeah, you might ask yourself, well, what's your Mag Prime then with 1 Forma? She isn't finished, but as you can see, we do run pretty much the same thing here with duration and power and the minus range as well, with flow and streamline and vitality and stuff. But yeah, this will be I have to put 1 or 2 more formas into there, and it's not really that expensive though. But yeah, this is how you can do it with, I guess this one is a little bit more obtainable. Don't mind about natural talent if you do not have it. And go for vitality here if you want. Or what you also could add is It depends on how high you leveled those mods, right? But I could actually get a streamline in here or a flow. Yeah. That's pretty much it about Mag, though. I really like her for the single target takedown build that I showed you. Yeah, it just gives me a lot of stuff to do while shooting enemies, I guess, because I'm constantly casting my 3. So yeah, but the thing is, you're playing in a group, you are weakening the enemies, especially in a defense. You weaken the enemies and they will run at you with reduced or even no more existent armor, so your team can really shred through the guys, through the enemies. And if you have like a bombard or let's say a Nox, which is the most common thing I used my 2 on, just say your squad, hey, mark a Nox if you see one. They mark it, you go there, press your 2, because you're constantly pressing your 3 after the duration ran out. So he will have reduced armor, he will have some shards around him, you press your 2, fire a sniper bullet in there, and it's game over for the Nox, right? But that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.